Hello everyone, I am Karthik from ITI section. Today on concept video, my topic is about graphics in fundamental multimedia. So let us know what is this graphics and how different kinds of graphics will be, and what are its specializations in graphics. All about in this topic briefly in our further slides. Let us dive into our topic. What are graphics? Web graphics are visual representations used on website to enhance or enable the representation of an idea or feeling. In order to reach the website users, graphics may entertain, educate, or emotionally impact the user and are crucial to strength of branding, clarity of illustration, and ease of use for interfaces. Example of graphics includes maps, photographs, designs and patterns, family trees, diagrams, architectural or engineering blueprints, bar charts, pie charts, typography, schematics, line art, flow charts, and many other image forms. Graphic designers have many tools and technologies at their disposal for everything for print to web development. What are graphics used for? Graphics are used for everything from enhancing the appearance of web pages to serving as the presentation and user interaction layer for full-fledged web applications. Different use cases for graphics demand different solutions. Thus, there are several different technologies available. Photographs are best represented with PNG, while interactive line art, data visualization, and even user interfaces needs the power of SVG and the Canvas API. CSS exists to enhance other formats like HTML or SVG. WebCGM meets the need for technical illustration and documentation in many industries. So graphics are used for everything from enhancing the appearance of web pages to serving as the presentation and the user interaction layer for full-fledged web application. So there are different use cases for the graphics demand different solutions. Like photographs are best represented with the PNG, and even user interfaces needs the power of SVG and the Canvas APIs. The CSS exists to enhance the other formats like HTML, power of SVG and the Canvas, etc. So coming to the computer graphics, there are two types of computer graphics. They are raster graphics, where each pixel is separated, defined as in a digital photograph, and vector graphics, where mathematical formulas are used to draw lines and shapes with which are then interrupted at the viewer's end to produce the graphic using vectors results in infinitely sharp graphics and often smaller files, but when the complex like vectors take time to render and may have larger file size than a raster equivalent. So basically a computer graphics has two types of computer graphics. They are raster graphics and the vector graphics. uh, Modern computer systems are dating from 1980s and onwards often use a graphical user interface, that is GUI, to present data and information with symbols, icons, and the pictures rather than text. Graphics are one of the five key elements of multimedia technology. 3D graphics become more popular in the 1990s in gaming, multimedia, and animation. In 1996, Quack, one of the first fully 3D games, was released. In 1995, Toy Story, the first full-length computer-generated animation film, was released in the cinemas. Uh, since then, computer graphics have become more accurate and detailed due to more advanced computers and better 3D modeling software applications such as Maya, 3D Studio Max, and Cinema 4D. So another use of the computer graphics is screensavers. Originally intended to prevent the layout of the much used GUIs, that is graphical user interfaces, from burning into the computer screen. They have since evolved into true pieces of art. Their particle propose obsolete. Modern screens are not susceptible to such artifacts. Coming to the web graphics. In the 1990s, the internet speeds increased and internet browsers capable of viewing images were released. The first being Mosaic. Websites began to use the GIF format to display the small graphics, such as banners, advertisements, and the navigation buttons on the web pages. Modern web browsers can now display JPEG, PNG, and increasingly SVG images in addition to GIFs on the web pages. SVG and to some extent VML support in some modern web browsers have made it possible to display vector graphics that are clear at any size. Plugins expand the web browser functions to display animated, interactive, and 3D graphics contained within the file formats such as SWF and X3D. Modern web graphics can be made with the software such as Adobe Photoshop, the GIMP, or Corel Pattern Shop Pro. Users of a software Windows have MS Paint, which many find to be lacking in features. This is because MS Paint is a drawing package and not a graphic package. Numerous platforms and websites have been created to cater to web graphics artists and to host other communities. A growing number of people use create internet forum signatures, generally appearing after a user's post, and other digital artwork such as photo manipulation and large graphics. With computer games, developers creating their own communities around their products. Many more websites are being developed to offer graphics for the fans to enable them to show their appreciation of such games in their own gaming profiles. So what is PNG? Portable Network Graphics is a static file format for the lossless, portable, well-compressed storage and exchange of raster images, that is bitmaps. It features rich color control with indexed color grayscale and true color support and alpha channel transparency. PNG is designed for the web with streaming and progressive rendering capabilities. It is supported ubiquitously in web browsers, graphical authoring tools, and image toolkits and other parts of the creative tool chain. PNG files have the file extension .png or .png and should be deployed using the media type image PNG. PNG images can be used with HTML, CSS, SVG, and Canvas API and the WebCGM. What is SVG? Scalable vector graphics. SVG is like HTML for graphics. It is a markup language for the describing all aspects of an image or web applications, from a geometry of shapes to the styling of a text and shapes to animations to multimedia presentations including video and audio. It is fully interactive and includes a scriptable DOM as well as the declarative animation. Via the SMIL specification, it supports a wide range of visual features such as gradients, opacity, filters, clipping, and masking. The use of SVG allows a fully scalable, smooth, reusable graphics from simple graphics to the enhanced HTML pages to fully interactive chat and data visualization to games to standalone high quality static images. What is CSS? Cascading style sheets in the language for describing the presentation of a web pages including colors, layout and font information. It may be used to enhance the graphical aspects of the HTML and SVG. You can read more on the page for HTML and CSS. The Canvas API is a client-side scripting technology to allow for the rich creation or the alternation of the raster images. It uses a vector-based programmatic methods to create shapes, gradients, and other graphical effects. And because it has no DOM and DOM, it can perform very quickly. Dedicated scripters can develop games or even fully featured applications using the Canvas API, or alone or integrated into HTML or SVG. It is supported natively in most modern browsers with script libraries extending support to all major browsers and even no and even on some mobile devices. What is WebCGM? Web Computer Graphics Matter File is the web profile of a CGM, the ISO standard for vector and composite vector raster picture definition. CGM has a significant following in the technical illustration, interactive electronic documentation, geophysical data visualization, and amongst other application areas, and is widely used in the fields of automotive engineering, aeronautics, and is a defense industry. Web CGM has many of the same graphical features as SVG. So here we took an example, a simple example of SVG image file. Here is a circle with a gradient to give it a 3D appearance. We can have a look on this example. This is about the graphics and the types of graphics. Thank you.